What's up, y'all? It's Lauren Black. I'm here with Blake Shelton, and we're probably in Texas. See what I did there?
I get it.
Because we are at the ACM Awards, and you're performing. So I have to know, are you performing Texas in Texas? Can we say this? Do you know?
You can say it. Yeah, you can. I mean, I have no secrets.
Okay.
And the show's not paying me, so I can say whatever I want to say. Yeah. In fact, I was excited. I drove down here today from Oklahoma, my place in Oklahoma.
Did you just get in your pickup
got in my
truck?
truck and freaking rain went through the storm, and I was excited when I crossed over into Texas, because it was like, wow, I'm literally going to Texas to sing Texas at the ACM Awards. It's pretty cool.
You're not probably in Texas. You're
No,
literally in Texas.
I'm pretty sure.
So I have to ask, the beginning of the song, there's like this bird noise, which adds like a really cool vibe. But what is that? Is that like a hawk, an eagle? What is this?
It's an ivory-billed woodpecker.
You're
I'm
joking.
just kidding.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
It's a hawk.
Okay.
It's just a hawk or an eagle. You know,
Okay.
those little screaming things. I'm always messing around with the animal sounds on my records. You know.
That was a really cool addition to the song.
Thank you. We had a song a few years ago called "Come Back as a Country Boy," and it has all kinds of weird sounds on it. God's Country has a pack of coyotes screaming in the background on it. So
what's next? What's the next?
Animals are cheap labor, man. They don't. There's no union or anything like that. You know, you just put them on there and they don't say anything.
Well, speaking of God's Country, I feel like Texas has changed your career the way God's Country did, in a way, because I feel like it's like this very pivotal moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was your first single on your new label.
What you mean to say is we were almost rid of you.
No.
And then here you come back.
No, I did not say that.
Yes, you can say it.
I didn't say it.
I'm just
I didn't
kidding.
say it. But I feel like it's so cool to like, you're at the top of the charts.
Thank you.
30 number ones.
Thank you.
So congratulations. I feel like it's such a cool time. So
Well, it
next
has
up,
been. You know what? To your point, and Ken was telling me, I think how many years? 5 years since I'd had a number one song. So, to your point, I mean, it is like a God's country almost, because it was kind of like starting to think, well, maybe that was it, you know?
it's never it.
Well,
It's never it.
here we are. But you were almost rid of me. You can say it.
I don't want to be rid of you.
Okay.
Stay country or die trying. I had to read that to make sure I got that right. New single coming.
Yep.
So what is this? What about this
There's
song?
There's animal sounds on this song
Oh.
too, believe it or not.
What is it?
Well, we have a Bob White quail that's making a guest appearance, and a rooster. And there's a bull hidden in there somewhere too, I'm told.
I can never
Yeah.
tell if you're actually
No,
being for real.
I'm being
or...
for real. Scott
Okay.
Hendricks told me that there's a bull that he snuck into the track somewhere, and I still have yet to have found it.
Well,
and it's
I'll
song.
go listen closely
It's putting
and
crap
find
on
the
my
bull.
music that I can't even find.
Oh my goodness.
It's on there though.
All right, so I have to ask, whenever, one of my favorite posts that you always do is like you're in your tractor, you're driving around, tilling, or whatever you're doing. I don't know.
You said it right.
But you always like sing songs and you make up these like really funny songs. So I was just wondering, like, what else in your life do you do that you make up songs to? Like, are you in the kitchen cooking dinner with Gwen and you're like singing some songs? Like, what else do you do that? Or is that like just reserved for the tractor?
No, it's like sometimes if something painful happens, you know, instead of just screaming out cuss words, I'll just sing out a cursed, laced, song, like when you stump my toe when I'm walking through the house and be like, oh, motherfucker, things like that.
Okay.
And it's just comes out, you know.
I feel like my husband always sings to our dogs. Like, do you ever sing to your dogs?
No, can you give me a little?
Yeah. Like when he would
let's
come
hear
home, he's like, "Daddy's home, Daddy's home." Like he makes up a song about Daddy being home, and the dogs go crazy. You don't do that?
No, but now none of your husband's friends are going to ever talk to him again once this airs.
Oops. Okay. Well, last question for you. It's like a little bit more of a serious question, but I don't know that I've seen you talk too much about it. Is the Keith Whitley documentary that you're doing? And I always appreciate your appreciation for traditional country music and like keeping that alive. So you just want to talk about like where are you at in the progress of it and what's it been like?
It's exciting. I mean, it really is. And the reason that we decided to make this thing is, I want to say about 3 or 4 years ago, Gwen and I really got into the documentary things that were on Netflix and all those channels, and we were looking for a new one to start. And I remember saying to her, let's watch the Keith Whitley documentary. This is going to blow your mind, you know, just the stuff that I knew. I said, man, this is like the very first a star is born. Like, this really happened, you know. And I started looking for it and realized it doesn't exist, you know, which blew my mind. Like, how could this not exist already? And so it sent me down the path of trying to figure out how to do it. And we finally got permission from Lori to do the documentary, and she's excited about it. So if you're asking me where I am in the process, I don't know, because I'm no good. I'm like good at getting the ball rolling.
Okay.
And then it's like, all right, now you people that do this, go start
TBD.
doing it. But
okay.
I do know that we have over 100 hours of like you know, footage of Keith Whitley, like stuff that's most people have never seen before. And the Country Music Hall of Fame has also been very, very helpful, you know, with a lot of the stuff that they have, so archive stuff. So
well, I think it's cool. I love that you keep that alive and going, and want to keep the younger generations knowing about what's important.
You know, I think this new kid, Zach Top, he's got a huge social media following, and he started doing these Keith Whitley covers, and because of that, it's like, you know, like our kids are walking around singing Keith Whitley songs. They may not even know that it's Keith Whitley songs, but they're singing them and they love them, and it's just a testament to, you know, his music still stands up to things that are out there today.
Just like Austin.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
Well, thank you so much, and have a great time at the show. We
Thank
can't
you,
wait
buddy.
to see you perform Texas in Texas.